Hi guys, this is your girl Divine. Sorry, I can't believe that I just said that. Hi guys, this is your girl Divine. I'm laughing because I'm kind of new at it, but I felt like there's a certain topic that I actually want to discuss.
Hello guys, today my name is Divine. Today I want to speak to you about something.
Hi guys, my name is Divine. Today I want to talk to you about a topic that I think people overlook, and that is depression. What is depression? Depression is a mood disorder that affects people's feelings.
I told you don't be too formal.
Please let's start again. Depression is a mood disorder that affects a person's everyday activities. I'm talking about a person who could be excited or bubbly every day, and over a sudden the person is showing signs of being uninterested, isolating themselves, or sleeping too much or sleeping less. Those are those are signs of depression. There are many factors which can make a person depressed. Factors that have to do, for an example, with family, with growing up, many factors. Billy! Early childhood trauma. Events that occurred in a child's life can cause them to be traumatized as they grow older. Such certain stuff that affect a child's self-esteem. You understand? Drug use. A person can be using drugs. Actually, as a result of those causes that are the reason why some people get depressed, as a result, someone can start using substance. Someone can say that because of how I was treated when I was young, I started using alcohol, I started using drugs to make up for the void, the emptiness that I was feeling inside. That's the things that depression can make a person do. So how do you identify a person who has depression? Well, someone who has depression, you can identify them by a person's nature. I'm not talking about someone that you just know at the shop, that you see occasionally and over a sudden they've changed. No. I'm talking about someone that you know, close, someone who you know was full of life, over a sudden becomes lifeless. Someone that you know loved a certain hobby and over a sudden is completely uninterested. I'm talking about someone that you know that was a people's person, umutu wabantu, you know, that type. I'm not Zulu, but I just had to put that in there for sauce. Okay, but someone that you know loved being around other people, someone that you know was so caring and loving, and over a sudden that person is dull. That person isolates themselves from people and just wants to be by themselves. Those are the signs of people who are depressed. Now you might be wondering, like, okay guys, don't get me wrong, it is normal for you to feel like, I'm not in the mood today, so I'm not going to talk. I'm not in the mood today, so I just want to spend some time alone. I need some me time. There's a difference between a person who is depressed and a person who just wants me time. There's a difference between a person who is depressed and a person who just wants to sleep. You understand? People who are depressed often show those kind of signs where they don't want to be around you. They don't want to talk. They are confused about how they feel. They are negative. They're no longer optimistic about life. Everything has just become dull and boring. They've changed the way they see life, the way they perceived life to be at first. You see? So because of that, we can conclude, and these are not feelings like, okay, just me today, I feel like I'm not going to talk to my brother, right? Not because my brother has done anything wrong, you understand? Not because he is the reason why I don't want to talk to him, but I find myself in a situation where I just don't want to mingle with anybody. 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, that person is depressed. And most of the time, people who are depressed are not just depressed like that. No. I think that is a mistake that people do, where you feel like a person is going through something and they tell you that. Some people can identify it and say they're depressed. Some people can't identify it. So as Black people, we just assume that they're looking for attention. And I have to say that is the most awful thought that a person can actually have about someone's mental situation. You understand? If I am going through something, right? If you are going through something or I'm going through something, what you need is someone who understands you. Someone who's able to step into your shoe and be one with you. You don't need someone coming to you and telling you you're looking for attention over something you are feeling. You understand? Because whether we like it or not, we cannot discard how the next person feels about a certain topic. Remember, there's a say that I like, that I always tell people. A person can forget what you're wearing, a person can forget how you looked like, but a person can never forget how you made them feel. We've already come to the conclusion that most people who face depression is because of causes such as childhood trauma. Now here I am, I get abused verbally at home. I meet you up in the street and you couldn't spot anything nice on me except that weird thing that you spotted. Probably my hair, probably my weight, probably my hat, probably my shoe size, and then you felt you're gonna pick on it. So you've added to my problems. You've made yourself part of my problems. Saying that will lead me to my next point. People who do not go through depression do not be shallow-minded to an extent where you feel like everybody is going through the same things you are, or everybody is happy the way you are. No. We come from different backgrounds. We are made up differently. That is why we have variety in life. If you look around you, you will see we have houses, we have skyscrapers, we have rondavels, we have shacks. Because we are all built differently and each of us have different foundations. So if your foundation is stronger, do not look down on me with a weak foundation, because you do not know how I sleep at night. You do not know how a person who is going through depression, whether clinical depression or just temporary depression, how that person is sleeping at night. You do not know how what you say makes another person feel hopeless, makes them feel unwanted, makes them feel empty, to a point where we have people that are killing themselves because of depression. And you are good, your life is going good. Guys, I think another thing that people don't understand is that we live in a society where everything is rapidly changing. And for some people who are not as rapid as the way the society is moving up, it becomes some sort of stress. It becomes stress for them. You understand? To try and keep up with the times. There I am at school, My friend is wearing Louis Vuitton and I can't afford Louis Vuitton. And now my friend thinks that she is bigger and better than me because she has Louis Vuitton. Guys, we must be able to take a step back and consider the next person's feeling. Although you cannot walk in their shoes, at least try to understand. I mean, we've all worn shoes, we all wear shoes. Some of us would wear, I might be wearing a size 8 and you also wearing a size 8. Your size 8 might pinch you and might not pinch me. You see, that's how life is. We might be in the same house, just like at home also, we might be in the same house. But children face different treatment from parents as well. So the last thing a person who is already going through hell, who's already going through trauma, who already feels like they are not worth living needs, is another person coming to tell them how worthless, how ugly they are, how short they are, how too tall they are, or how they are not smart enough, or how they cannot do that and cannot just simply because you can. So you can sing in key F and the next person can't sing in key F. What accomplishment is that? What accomplishment is that? We are cut out differently. There is no need to dim another person's light to make yourself brighter. There is no need. And what people don't understand, despite the facts that scientists would come up with, the main root of depression is what other people say to certain people. There's a saying that I think we all learned in primary school, in the nursery: if you got nothing nice to say, if you got nothing nice to say about the next person, then zip it. Don't say anything at all. Nobody wants to see you spitting out poison. Please. We have families losing loved ones because of you thinking that you are better than their loved ones, that they love so dearly, that they cherish. We have friends losing friends because of bullies at school who think that they are better and know it all. So many things are happening. So many things are happening because of this mouth of ours that has the power to build and destroy. Now, you don't want to use it to destroy. How would you go to bed knowing that you are the reason why another young person dived into the lake and died? How would you go to bed knowing that you are the reason why another young person walks with their hair down? How would you go to sleep knowing that you are the reason why another person is so antisocial? How would you feel? How do you go to sleep? How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night knowing that you are the reason for someone else's pain? How do you go to sleep at night knowing that you have nothing to say about other people? I think people who have that problem should go and look for help, because there is an ugly in them that they are trying so hard to tame. And in order to tame it, they must find another person to add to the ugly so that they feel like they are not the only ones ugly. I don't know if I'm making sense. So you are ugly. You feel like I can't be ugly alone. So in order for me to be ugly, let me call that girl, that boy, that man, that lady, let me call her also ugly, so that we can be a group of ugly. But you see, you knowing that you're ugly is not affecting your lifestyle. You understand? You don't know what to do with the pain. So what you do is you take that and then you redirect it to someone who is struggling to understand which direction of life to head in, to someone who already has life tough, and you just want to be part of their pain. I don't know why people do this. We come from different religions, societies, cultures, ethnic groups, And you will find that in some religions, things are done differently. Some cultures, things are done differently. But there is also a problem. Depression does not only come from what you say to people or how you make people feel. It also comes when you discard the very existence of the person. So I'm a Congolese and you are Jamaican or I don't know from what country, and all of a sudden my way of doing stuff, my way of understanding stuff is village-like for you. Now, I must try my best to be up to standard according to you. The standard that you have set, the standard that looks normal to you. So what if I eat with a fork and knife? So what if I've got an accent in my English? So what? You are from that country, I'm from this country. You are from that culture, I'm from this culture. There is no need for you to feel that you are inferior. Maybe because your country is more developed and more advanced than mine, or your culture is the same, that now you feel like I should tone down a little bit. I'm too barbaric for you. These are the stuff that we should stop, that are pushing people into depression unknowingly. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you guys is, you should watch the way you talk to people, because the words that come out of your mouth are like seeds that you're planting in the ground. You understand? You are planting a bad seed in the next person unknowingly. So before you open your mouth, it's not a joke when people say, think before you talk, or think before you ink. It's no joke. It is reality. I'm speaking from a corner where I know someone who has been through depression. Believe me, when you start saying all these nasty things to this other person, when the depression kicks in, it'll kick in so bad that the people that love this person will go through hell to get them back to normal. It's going to require Jesus to come down, Mama to come down, the ancestors to come down to get this person that you put into the depression corner to get out of it. That is why I say, watch your mouth. Father, mother, to your kids, watch how you talk to your children, because you make your children, only you have the power to make your children something, worth something. When you're telling a child, you are useless, will you complain if someone outside tells your child you're useless? If you, the mother who birthed your child, is telling your child you're useless? Huh? So let's first calm down and understand the power of the tongue and how it affects certain people. Now that I've said all of that, I hope no one feels like they are being attacked. I'm just stating facts. Now we're gonna move to my loved ones, my lovely ones that find themselves in this dark corner called depression. It isn't easy.
23 minutes.
It isn't easy. I'm not gonna lie. It is difficult. I know it is difficult. Going to bed feeling that you are nothing and you will amount to nothing. Going to bed feeling like you don't know what direction you're going. Going to bed knowing that nothing you do works, nothing you touch grows. It is not easy. I know it isn't. But don't let, I want you to look at me straight in the eye when I say this. Do not let an incomplete person tell you you are not good enough. Do not let an incomplete person tell you you cannot make it. Don't let an incomplete person make you feel like you are worth nothing. You know why? Because they are incomplete. There is no one perfect. There is no one perfect at all. So don't let any of them make you feel like they're perfect and you aren't. Because believe it or not, whether that person is flexing LV on Instagram and you don't got any, they still gonna look for money for rent at the end of the month. They still gonna look money for this or that. So you see, even though they got so much money, they still gonna look for that money. Even though that girl says that it feels like she's more beautiful than you, she's still gonna spend a lot of money to maintain that beauty. So you see, I'll give you an example. Back in the days, fat girls were an issue. Every girl was on a diet to be thin, to be validated as beautiful. Have you seen how the times have changed? Now, my thick sisters are the ones top 10, top notch. They don't look at the skinny girls anymore. It's just to show you that human beings are not complete. You understand? They are not complete. Nothing is worth dying for. So they're trending today, tomorrow you'll be trending. So they're famous today, tomorrow you'll be famous. It's just a matter of time. Do not kill yourself. And when you're thinking of trying to take your life, think about the ones that you love. If you take your life, how will your family be affected? You know, I've gotten an opportunity to see a family of someone who has actually killed themselves through depression. And I realized that in as much as you have set yourself free from this world and its cruelty, you have put your family in a ditch, in a pain so terrible that what did we do wrong for our beloved to take their own lives? So guys, remember, don't let an incomplete person tell you you are worthless. That will be all for me, guys. Please do subscribe and then let's chit chat next time. Bye.